I am Eric Ripper, chef of Le Bernardin, and I will show you how to make the best croque monsieur. So we are going to make a smoked salmon and a caviar croque monsieur. That was an homage to my grandmother who was making croque monsieur when I was 5-6 years old. I was trying to find something that would be a croque monsieur but that would be luxurious and go well with Le Bernardin philosophy. So it's very simple. We take the salmon and slice it, not too thin and not too thick, because if it's too thick, it's not very pleasant when you taste it. 1 milliliter to 2 milliliters thick. So croque monsieur is a croque monsieur, but in America I think you call it a grilled cheese sandwich, which is a bit less romantic, I don't know. You try to cover the entire surface, and if you're missing a little bit here, you even slice like that to compensate. Swiss cheese that has been sliced very thinly, we add it on top. And the Swiss cheese, for some reason, doesn't overwhelm the salmon, but at the contrary, elevates the flavors of the salmon as well. Then we have a little bit of chives, a little bit of lemon confit. It gives the lemon flavor to the dish without the acidity to it. Then it's very simple again. You cover with the other piece of bread, like this. And I like to cut the ends off to make it very clean. Because we are at Le Bernardin, it's luxurious, we are going to put some caviar here. And when you put caviar, you have to be very generous. So we are not cheap about it. So then I press a little bit and it's going to go face down in a pan. So we're putting the butter on the bread so that way we don't have an excess of butter in the pan, and we use just the butter that we need for the bread. It's not too much, it's not going to be too fatty, it's not going to be too greasy. You always make sure that you check what's going on in your pan, because sometimes the pan is very hot, so you see the color, you want that color, and you can hear it maybe. The crunch. You want the sandwich to be crunchy and to have a nice color. The idea is to have the Swiss cheese to melt, but the salmon not to cook, because if the smoked salmon starts to cook, then it's going to be over salty, it's not going to be very good. So I use some apples, smoked salmon and cucumber, and I put them like that in a plate. A piece of salmon, a piece of apple, a piece of cucumber. See, like that. Now he has a very nice color, it's very brown. It's not too brown, because if not, it will become bitter. You don't want that at all. I take the sandwich, it goes on the table. I just have to slice it and plate it now. And you have to be very gentle. You don't want to squeeze it too much, because the caviar will go everywhere. So you see the sandwich, you see the caviar, you see the cheese that has melted, and the salmon, and it's hot. However, it's not overcooked. 3 pieces like that, and the 4th one will be for me. A bit of microgreens, just to be fancy, but it's really not necessary. If you don't have it, you're okay. Tiny bit of olive oil on top, like that, with a bit of salt, pepper. That's it. Croque monsieur is done.